Hi Virgo, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This Virgo is your general bi-weekly reading for the time between the 23rd of January and the 6th of February. Excuse me. I'm going to draw 6 cards initially, the first 3 for this last week in January and the second 3 cards for this first week in February. I've already shuffled and meditated. I'll do a little bit more of that on camera and then we'll get started. Okay, that's it. Okay, so, oh no, it is that one. I was like, is that one there? Okay, so for those of you that have not, that are new to my channel, these are your cards for the weeks and these are your clarifiers. I'll know when to I'll know when to pick them out. And the card at the base of your reading is the Strength card. Now, when we talk about the card at the base of the reading, what we mean by that, excuse me, is the overall energy or focus or karmic cycle that you are experiencing over this next couple of weeks. And for you guys, it's the Strength card. Now, that's Leo's card. It's also the card of strength. No, it's also the card of karmic cycles, karma. And it's the card, really, for me, the energetic experience of a karmic cycle. So what it teaches us, why we have to go through this, what are we going to learn, and it shows you your strength because it is very hard to overcome a karmic cycle. And I think for you guys, that's where you're at. You're in a situation right now which you're sort of, see, I don't want to say woods for the trees. You can't see the woods for the trees. I don't want to use that cliche, but some of you definitely in deep woods. It's like, it's just like there's just too much. There's too many options. There's too many things. You just don't know. You can't have a clear thought in your mind. You don't really know what decision to make. You don't really know which direction you want to go in. And this is, I feel, linked to work as well. So again, we've got the second 8 of the day. We've got an 8 of Pentacles. So the 8s are all about, the Pentacles are all about what we put our energy into to manifest. Okay, so our work, our relationships, our jobs, etc. Okay, whatever, making money. That's the things that we put the Pentacles, that's what it relates to. And it's interesting, you've got another number 8. So this looks like you've got a karmic cycle when it comes to work. It might be a big decision that you need to make when it comes to the work that you're doing. This is about skill. It's about honing your skills, about getting better at something, about focusing on what you bring, focusing on what you can bring to something. And maybe this week you're starting to realize, okay, there's all these other people, there's all these other companies, all these other jobs, there's all these other things that I can do. But really it's about honing your own skill, harnessing your own skill, your own talent, your own gift, and applying that to manifest. So whatever that is for you as an individual, Virgo, I really feel like you're gonna be trying to do that this week. You're going to be trying to embody your skill, your gift, your talent. You know, you're going to be trying to embody that and to work on that and to work out what that is for some of you. Some of you, it's about trying to work out what it is you should be focusing on in your work. You know, where should you be focusing your energies? Where should you be focusing your efforts at work? This is about becoming more skilled at something, but it's that focus as well, that dedication, which is really, Virgo, always, that's how we recommend, that's how what we say about your sign, you're diligent. Now, this is the 7 of Swords next. Now, the Seven of the Sword energy is all about our thoughts, our minds, our clarity, our consciousness, our communication. And when we've got the number 7, the sevens are about understanding who we are, why we do the things that we do, who they are, why they do what they do, why are we here, the mysteries of life, and the mysteries of self and the mysteries of life. Basically, that's what the number 7 is all about. With a sword energy, it's like this idea of being inauthentic with yourself, you know, or someone being inauthentic with you. So not being truthful, not being honest with not allowing yourself to think about, okay, where can I put my efforts, where can I put my energies, or say it, or getting to the first step and saying, oh yeah, that's it, that's enough for me now, like I'm happy now, or whatever. And I feel like you can't really kid yourself. And actually, it's a situation arising that really challenges you to face up to what the type of things you are telling yourself, the type of things you are saying, the type of actions you are taking. It's I cannot expect. I mean, I'm lucky doing this job, I think, in a way, because at least I get to keep a hold and to keep an eye out on the astrology and what's going on in the universe, and how that might be affecting us. And I always say to you guys, I'm all about experiencing the energy, and what that means is I don't ever reject any experience that I have. I always reflect on it. I let my body feel what my body's feeling, and my mind think what it's thinking, and me emotionally to feel what I'm experience what I'm experiencing. And I think that sometimes, you know, we don't give ourselves, not everyone has that opportunity to give themselves that time, but we all have to do it. We all have to be responsive and reflective of our experiences and what we're going through. And we have to, this is perfectly linked to this guide actually, the Queen of Cups is about understanding, it's about realizations, it's about coming into awareness of really how you're feeling, of what your intuition's trying to tell you, of what your emotions are trying to tell you. That's what this energy is about. It's about coming into awareness, understanding. It's Queen, so it's about understanding, about passivity, understanding what you're feeling and what you're experiencing emotionally. So this week is going to, in a nutshell, you, by the end of this week, or by the end of January, I should say, you are going to have a very clear, you're going to stop kidding yourself, you're going to stop lying to yourself, you're going to have a very clear understanding of what it is you're feeling and where it is you want to put your energy and effort when it comes to a part of your life. Maybe it's your work, maybe it's your relationship, okay? It's different for everybody. So there seems to be, by the end of January, you kind of, maybe some of the confusion is lifting. See, I get a sense of seven of cups though. I mean, once we've got 1-7, I wouldn't be surprised if we have another 7. Sorry, I just heard something then. So let's look. This is going to be a clarifier of this card. So let's look. See, once you get 1-7, you're going to have another 7, right? So, so you've got the 7 of Pentacles there. So this is February. This is going into February. So remember, you've got the 8 above it. You've got the 8 of Pentacles. You know, the 8 of Pentacles is about realizing where you need to focus your effort, what your talents are, what that's going to manifest for you, what that's going to bring to fruition for you. And you are doing that, and maybe this is you looking back going, God, you know, it's not been working for me, things haven't been great, like things haven't been working for me, like why, I'm gonna just have a drink, like why did I put my energy and effort into that? I feel like this, hang on, actually, now I think it is both of them, actually. I think it is both of them. I was like, that's weird. Yeah, you could have been thinking like, or looking back, and this might be you looking back to January, looking back to Capricorn season, which is obviously the devil energy. I'm a Capricorn. Woo woo. And in fact, you should read the information below, because it gives you a really... Oh no! You'll have to go onto my Instagram or Facebook, Key Wisdom Tarot, and I give Capricorns and the devil, I talk all about the devil energy. Below is your astrology for this month, actually. It talks about the eclipses, so watch that. Read that, I should say. This could be you looking back thinking, it's not working, it wasn't working back in January, or it's not been working, I've been stuck in this situation, and it's just left me feeling stuck. You know, this is the card of feeling futility. Now, it's interesting because I've done a video about the number 7s, and I just said to you, you get 1 7, you're going to get more than 1 7, because, you know, 7s are actual real things that happen and unfold in our lives, you know, as opposed to what number? Hang on. 1, 2. As opposed to a number 2, which is, you know, a 2 is something that you can feel, but a 7 is something that you can experience. A 2 is something that you can want, but a 7 is actually things are going to happen in your life. Things will occur in your life that make you see things differently, that make you do things differently. And that is what these energies are saying to you. Check out my Key Wisdom, sorry, I keep doing that. Check out my Key Wisdom playlist for a video all about the number 7s. It gives you a bit more information, and actually it's very in depth about the number 7. Okay, so we've got this well, no more attitude. You've got this well, no more attitude. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to be stuck having these responsibilities that are just that no matter how much effort I put into it, it's not working for me. It ain't working, man. It ain't working. And that's what this time is meant to be showing you. This time is meant to show you that. That's what the cycle that you've been going through is meant to show you. It's showing you to be strong. But to be strong, you have to do things that make you feel weak, that make you feel trapped, that make you feel afraid. And you have to do those things because ultimately you realise that fear is just that. It's just something that I'm afraid of. It doesn't mean it's going to manifest in my life. And I think that, you know, the dark stuff's not going to manifest in my life just because I'm afraid. You know, being afraid is part of the battle. And it's like you overcome some sort of fear in work. You're tied to a situation, some of you, when it comes to work, in your professional life, or in your personal life. It could be anything, but just because of the pentacles, I'm saying work. But you're tied to, you feel stuck in a situation that isn't, no matter how much work you put into it, no matter how much effort you put into it, it isn't working. It's making you feel bad about yourself, and you need to realise, you need to focus this week, focus in January on where you want to put your energy, where you want to put your focus, because actually you seem to overcome that energy, and you seem to be moving forward with the King of, yes, you see with the Queen of Wands, you seem to be moving forward in a much more positive way, having this new beginning. I mean, look at that. I said that as I turned that over. You know, it really is leading you to a new beginning. I think you're going to be applying some of these skills, your skills that you are born with, that are natural to you. You're going to be applying some of these skills in your work, in your life going forward, because you realise what is important, and you kind of stopping this lying to yourself business, which is, we all do it. We all lie to ourselves, but you know, that's why the 7 of Swords is a card in the, you know, in the human experience, in the tarot card, in the tarot deck. And we all do it. We all lie to ourselves. But ultimately, it seems like that's something that you're going to overcome, and you're going to apply your own skills in order to make something happen, in order to bring about this change and this new start and this new beginning, and in order to have a new start and new beginning. But I think it's been a hard slog. It's been a hard slog for you. It's been difficult, and sorry, it's been challenging. You know, whenever we get the Strength card, people, honestly, whenever I see the Strength card, people are scared at Tower. I'm like, bring on the Tower, man. Bring on Tower over Strength card. No, I'm joking. I love the tarot card, man. The strength card, Leo's card. My mum's a Leo, as you all know. Well, you might not know, actually. I say that sometimes in my videos. My mum is a Leo, and my brother. Anyway, so whenever I see this card, we know that you've been through a situation that's really challenged you, that you found really challenging, and that could have been at work, and it could be as well with your sense of self, your identity at work. You know, maybe you've always been an employee, and actually now you're realizing, I want to work for myself. I want to, because it doesn't have to be this big, huge thing. You know, how much, it does take time and effort. Listen, let me tell you this. Starting a YouTube channel is really, 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 really difficult. Like, it's not easy. It's very hard, but it doesn't cost you any money. And I'm not saying that, what I'm saying is there are things that you can do where you can use and exercise your skills, whatever they may be. I'm not saying you have to get a YouTube channel. I'm saying whatever it is. I don't know, whatever you want to do in life. I don't know, you might want to be a cleaner. You might want to have your own cleaning company, your own cleaning business, for example. Then you can do, okay. You're not gonna get rich overnight, but you don't need a huge amount of money to buy some cleaning supplies, to get a little Facebook page put up, to get some little cards printed. You know, you can do something like that. And if that's what you love, if you love to clean, then go be a cleaner. Have your own cleaning business. Have your own cleaning company. Or have your own YouTube channel. I don't know, telling people how to get stains out on YouTube. I don't know, whatever. I'm just saying that it seems like for some of you, you've been stuck doing one thing, something. It's not even the stuck. It's more about you realizing that what you can offer the world. Like, this is my special skill. This is my special gift. This is what I'm really good at. Or this is what I really enjoy. And I'm going to apply this. And this is going to be the thing that gives me the balance, the love, the happiness, the wealth that I need. That is what this is saying. It's like there's something that we've got like 17 minutes. I'll tell you this very quickly. So I've got like lots of books in my house. You know, I was an English teacher. I've got lots of books, and I've got lots of different religious books. So I've got the Bible. I mean, I'm Roman Catholic. Anyway, oh my God, I'm going really off tangent here. I've got Roman Catholic. I've got the book of, is it the Book of Mormon? I've got one of those. You know, when they knock on door and anyway, I've got it. It's, interesting to read it. I've got the Buddhist scriptures and all this stuff. Anyway, I've got all these different books. And how I use them, I used to read books from beginning to end, but I don't do that anymore. What I just do now is if I'm going through something, or if I'm drawn to something, I'll just pick the book up and I'll open it at a certain page. And a few years ago now, I opened it at the New Testament, at the 3 talents, and talents are, in the olden days, archaic word, bags of grain. And, a father, it's always same in parables, in it. There's always same bloody thing. Father goes away, gives his son 3, blah, blah, blah. So he's got 3 sons and he gives each of them some flour. Or whatever it is, grain. Anyway, so one of them goes off and squanders the flour, whatever. Squanders his talents. It doesn't get anything back, but at least he's spread it out. He shared it with people. And the other one shares it with other people, gives a little bit of talent gives a little bit of the talent, which is, as I said, a bag of grain or whatever, to I don't know, 6 different people, and they all build and they all grow from that talent. But one of the sons buries his talents in the ground. Buries them. 3 talents he's got, buries them in ground. And the father comes back and says to the first son who squandered it all, well, at least you went out in the world and used it. You went out and you didn't value it, but at least you went out and you used your talent. And then he says to the second son, well done, son, because you've done really well, because, you've shared your talent, and that's actually helped other people to grow their own talents. Amazing. Kind of like what I do on my YouTube channel. But he said to the third son, he said, third son, he said, why have you buried your talent? And the son said, well, you know, because if I bury it, then it's always going to be safe. I knew that when you came back, Dad, that, you know, I'd have this talent here, I'd have this talent, and I'd have something to give back to you. And the father said, no, son. You're meant to go out and use your talent. You're meant to go out and use it. And you've got to understand the value of it. And as I said, the three talents in the biblical days, it's called the story, the parable of the three talents or whatever, was actually bags of grain. But isn't it, that was something that I read, I don't know, maybe 3 years. I've read it every few years ago. And it really resonated with me because I realised that, oh my God, yeah, we are all given talents. So why do we hide them? I hid what my talent, what was given to me at birth. What I do, this was given to me at birth. The ability to connect with people, the ability to speak to people, the ability to nurture, the ability to experience the energies. But, you know, that was my talent. And so what I did was like, right, well, when I started this business, I was like, well, what? Well, it took me a few years before I got here, but you know what I mean? I was like, okay, what is it that I do? What is it that I enjoy? What is it that I can do? How can that be the source of my income? How can that be the source of me building my life? And that is what you guys need to do. Okay, so Bible studies is over. I'm sorry that went on, but it's like we all have got a birthright. We're born with a talent. Some people, I always think those people, you know, like the Whitney Houstons of the world, I think, you know, they're born, oh yeah, if I had a talent like that, I could sing. If I opened my mouth and that voice came out, my life would be sorted, wouldn't it? It'd be easy. But it never is easy with these singers, is it? But you know what I'm saying? It's like, everyone has a talent, and you have a talent. You have a talent, Virgo, You have something that you can nurture, something that you can grow. And it's as if this whole time in your life right now is trying to show you that. It's trying to show you, what is your talent? What were you given? Because that is what you need to work on. That is what you need to focus on. Because that is what's going to give you the reciprocity that you need, the balance that you need, the happiness that you need, the security that you need. So don't kid yourself, don't lie to yourself, allow yourself to come into those realizations. And then once you do, then we can start moving forward. Then you can start moving forward. Then you can start acting out. And it could be that you're an actor, for example. I don't know, whatever it is. But, you know, just, there's something. And you've got to work out what that is. And put energy and effort into that, into nurturing that within you, that skill, that gift, that talent within you. And that can be the thing that starts you off on this new path, on this new journey of your own business or whatever, working in a different way or having a relationship in a different way, for example. Okay? So my Virgos, I hope that you like that reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments as well. I'm always interested. And obviously share this content. Share it on your social media far and wide, just in case anyone else this is appealing to as well. If you've not yet subscribed, please do by clicking below and clicking the bell for notifications. You can also follow Key Wisdom Tarot on Instagram and on Facebook. Just search Key Wisdom Tarot. Everything's Key Wisdom Tarot. And don't forget to read below for your astrology for January. I update that every month, so I'll be updating that obviously for next week when I upload your love readings for February. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that reading, my lovelies. Have a wonderful couple of weeks, and I'll see you all again very soon. Take care, my darlings. Bye.